Yo, yo, yo. We in the building. Like my boy Joe Budden said, y'all gonna make me have to wake the demon up. Yeah, we about to get into some of that elephant in the room talk. What they don't want to say in the NBA, who needs to be traded, who didn't do what they supposed to, who they ain't talking about that they need to talk about. We about to get all up in that. My brother's about to come in here in a minute, Ron, T. Price. We're going to get up in that. Jimmy Butler's and trade rumors. It's not about he can't get the job done. More on if he's available. You know, he's been injured a lot. Basically, let me put you guys up on game with Jimmy. What's going on with the Miami Heat? Jimmy Butler reportedly wants 2-year max extension this offseason that will keep him in Miami for a total of 4 years, roughly earning $214 million. Butler will be returning to the Miami Heat at 35 years old. In that, he has missed 110 regular season games since joining the Miami Heat in 2019. Even Pat Riley has something to say about that. Salute to you, Ron T. Pat Riley has something to say about re-signing your boy Jimmy. It's not that he don't want Jimmy, it's just about the availability. You're 35 years old. See, Pat from that old school, he's not a dude that's going to constantly keep giving you extensions when you're 40-something years old or you're looking like you can't do it no more. He's not going to play like that with the organization. But also, Jimmy Butler don't play about his money. And Jimmy Butler think he is one of them guys in the league. He's been to the finals twice since he's been with Miami. So he's going to want that cheese. The same thing happened with Dwayne Wade, if you think about it. Why did Dwayne Wade leave Miami Heat for that moment when he went to Chicago, then he went to Cleveland, then he went back to Miami?
Because he started breaking down.
It was about the money. Yeah, he started breaking down. Yeah. Pat Riley knew it, but it was about the money. Dwayne Wade felt like, respect me, though. I'm broke down because what I did for this organization. So they bumped heads and he left. So that's going to be the same situation with a Jimmy. But Jimmy ain't going to have that benefit. Jimmy don't have that benefit really because how the league is right now. All of the teams really are kind of locked in on what they want to work with. He can go somewhere, but he's not going to be that guy, though. All the teams already got their guy. He's going to be the help. At Miami, you're the guy. So I don't know. They need to meet in the middle somewhere, but I could see Pat Riley not caring if Jimmy do not resign. What you think, Ron?
Sure, man. Jimmy Butler going back to the Philadelphia 76ers probably. Like, he probably going to die because that's just how you just said it right there. Pat Riley, come on, man. That nigga told Dwayne Wade, I'm not giving you that bread because you ain't available. What the fuck you think he give a fuck about Jimmy Butler? You feel me? Like, let's be real. Like, what the fuck you think he give a fuck about Jimmy Butler and his demands?
Hey, that's how I'm looking at it. Now, if we look at it, D Wade, championship on his own, 2 more with LeBron, with Chris Bosh, and he still said adios.
Yeah, that's a fact. That nigga Pat Riley, he stand on the square. We know that. Mm-hmm. We absolutely know that. So, like, come on, my nigga. If LeBron couldn't get this nigga to budge, what hope you think you got, Jimmy Butler?
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Jimmy know what he got himself into, Ron. Like, he thinking like, I'm gonna play this new game. You know, like I said, I even hate to see Klay Thompson have to stoop so low to where he has to unfollow his organization where his legacy is at. Like, that's what the NBA got to.
Like, Thompson is kind of different because his legacy is Golden State. That's the only team he ever played for. Jimmy Butler, a mercenary.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I hate that the league has come to the point to where players like that have to do. Like Klay Thompson is a player that shouldn't have to do that. Klay Thompson should have already had his deal. He shouldn't even have to do this. Like make them feel like, oh yeah, nigga, I'll leave then. He shouldn't even have to do that. Now Jimmy is different. Like I said, Pat Riley know what you did. He appreciate what you brought, but he's looking at your age. He's looking at your availability. You know what I mean? You kind of acting like a prima donna in a way.
That's exactly what it is.
Jimmy
Pat Riley probably got his eyes set on Donovan Mitchell, bro, while you bullshit.
Look, that's who Jimmy need to go on and see. When you want that type of money, right? You're keeping your team from reaching out to other dudes and giving them that money. You keeping your squad from making the moves that they need to make. It ain't nice when you're doing it like that.
Yeah, but them niggas want that bread, bro. I feel them on that part. Like they be want their bread, man. Them niggas make billions off them niggas. You feel me?
Hey, look, I'm not mad at you. Look, I'm not mad at you on your bread. I'm not mad at him on his bread. But right, look, me and you, right, in the real world, in the real world, in the work field, you ain't gonna get that full paycheck if you ain't showing up every day.
Oh yeah, no, I get that part about Pat Riley saying about his availability. I totally get that. That you know what I mean? I totally get that. Like your money tied to your availability, my nigga. Like I totally get that with Pat Riley. But
If
I'm
you
just
look
saying
at
that
Jimmy,
at the end of the day,
like I said, at the end of the day, go ahead.
At the end of the day, if I'm a player, it's like it would have to be a family atmosphere, like what Steph got with Clay and Dre. It'd have to be some shit like that for me to even take any type of pay cut. Other than that, you motherfucker, that's your fault with that salary cap shit. Y'all better figure that shit the fuck out. You feel me? Oh well, you get taxed. Oh fucking well, nigga, you can deserve. You can eat that shit.
But this is the thing, right? This is the thing too, right? Don't complain, right? Pros and cons to everything, right, Ron? Pros and cons to everything.
Right.
Don't complain when your team can't get a certain player because they 1 million short, 2 million short because you snatched it.
Yeah. Like I said, depending on who that player is, like and where they could take my legacy, that $1 or $2 million might be worth it. Like if this a nigga who like about to come in and like complete the puzzle and shit. Oh
and
yeah,
that's what I'm saying, and that's the only thing I'm thinking on, right?
Because that's still my game. That's my legacy game. You feel me?
I want to see what is Jimmy Butler really about. Is Jimmy Butler about? And ain't nothing wrong. Please don't get me. It's nothing wrong about being about cheese. Get your money. What up with it, Tony? I see you in the building. It ain't nothing wrong with being about your bread, but are you about championships too? Because in order to get a championship, Jimmy, it ain't just about going to the finals. Jimmy, I see things in your game that you can't do. I see things in your teammates that they can't help you with. Y'all need somebody else over there. Y'all need another perimeter guy, and it ain't gonna be Tyler Hero.
Nah, so, it ain't.
Are you about championship, Jimmy? Because if you are, you're gonna have to share that cheese with somebody, bro.
You know, I wouldn't like, you know, who would be a good fit for them for the run that they on right now? Paul George.
Man, look, Paul George would be a great fit for a lot. Look, I can see Paul George in Philly. I can see Paul George in New York. I can see him in New York, Philly, right there, bro.
Plug and play, bro. You can plug that nigga in anywhere. You can plug that nigga in with the Spurs with Wembanyama right now.
Look, this nigga was an MVP candidate with Russell Westbrook.
Imagine you plug Paul George into OKC right now.
Hey, look, you know what? It'll be great, right? But I'm going to tell you, at the same time, they're not going to receive him right because of the way he left.
I mean, I get that, but I'm just talking about from a basketball standpoint. You feel me? Yeah. Him coming in knowing it's Shea team. You feel me? I'm just here to get the homies over the hump. I got just enough juice.
Man,
This
look,
is exactly what y'all need.
One thing about fans, I'll take that back. They're gonna receive them cool. They'll take them back. It's gonna be a little bit of like why you leave us type of feeling, but as long as you come back and you're in on what they're trying to do and what they're trying to build, they're gonna love you for the success, bro.
Hey, yo, but think about it. OKC, Sam Preston was breaking that shit up anyway. He already let Melo go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, everybody was talking about Westbrook might be on his way out the door. Paul George was like, well, goddamn. But I ain't gonna front. That nigga said he loved OKC because he like an outdoorsman. That nigga like fishing all that shit. Like they said, like, for real, that's what like they said he loves OKC.
Oh, you saying Paul George? Yeah, he a big country nigga. Yeah, he like a country.
Yeah,
he like that country shit.
He like that outdoor life.
Yeah.
So like they said, the nigga love fishing. So the nigga was cool with OKC. Now if he could say, yo, I could go back to OKC, had a lifestyle that I want, get the bread, and be in contention for a championship. Like, yo, them little niggas was in contention without me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just go over there and just be Paul George, I'm not about to take shots from Shea. I know who team it is, bitch. I was the second option in Cleveland. So, I mean, in LA, so I already know what option I am. You feel? And guess what? My game not going to hinder Shaq Holmgren game because I'm out here, he down there. I'm gonna give him his time to work.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey, yo,
I see them up here talking about the Sixers and who they locking in. I see OG. You know what I mean? I think Julius Randle can end up with the Sixers, bro. I can see him. I don't think and Julius Randle, you a beast, bro. We drafted you, bro, the Lakers, bro. I got number love for you, Julius. I don't think there's nothing wrong with your game. In my business mind, I think that the New York Knicks they went far, bro, without you. You would think, damn, Julius Randle, it ain't no way in hell they're gonna be able to keep this momentum. They're gonna be able to make it, they're gonna be a playing team or something. Jalen Brunson messed this up for you, bro. I think Jalen Brunson made them feel like we need something better than Julius Randle. You harbor a lot of money. I think they're gonna trade you off, get rid of you, bro, and they're gonna try to strive for something else.
Well, he under contract, so they can't get rid of him without trading him.
Yeah, they're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him, bro. I mean, I don't know what's out there, like where they can target, who they can go actually get, but they got trade.
Cat.
Yeah, facts. They can't get Cat. They can't get Cat.
And I remember I called that. I said, bro, they need to make that swap.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said that.
Because Julius Randle like to shoot the three, but guess what? Julius Randle also a pit bull. That bitch get down in that block and that bitch go to work. You feel me? So yeah. Anthony Edwards love that. Yeah. And then guess what? It's another dog out here with me. That nigga Big Juke ain't going for nothing. You feel me?
No. Hey, look, I feel like sometimes it is about where you're at, the system that you in. Karl Anthony Towns, a lot of things like I said, man, you didn't bully. You didn't go down low. You kept trying to be this perimeter player. Like a lot of you centers, power forwards, y'all favorite players are shooting guards, point guards, nigga. But that ain't what you are.
Man, I hate to say it. That nigga's a bitch. I wouldn't even want that nigga on my team. I done seen him get choked out live on TV twice.
Oh, you talking about when Ben Simmons choked him out?
Ben Simmons had you WWE tapping out in this bitch. And then Draymond yoked Rudy go, man, you niggas is bitches. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, Jimmy already showed us this. Jimmy already exposed them. You let Anthony Edwards come and take your team, bro. It's okay. It happens. It happens.
That Ant-Man team. That was Ant-Man team since they drafted him number one.
I already seen it in him, bro. He just had to get his turnovers to a minimum. him, Yamarant, bro. This new generation, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, Tyler Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, bro.
Think about this shit, bro. Think about this shit, right? Think about this shit, bro. Right? Nigga, you the motherfucking number one pick. And further years down the line, all you got us was the number one motherfucking pick again. Think about this shit, bro. Like, bro, people don't put shit in perspective, but I do. I look at shit differently. I'm like, this nigga was the number one pick, nigga. When you didn't, I said, I tell you what, I bet the Spurs won't have the number one pick again unless some fluke shit happen. You feel me? But if you're gonna go off record wise and shit, I guarantee you.
Popovich is a genius. He on purposely wanted to make sure he can get that dude.
Swear to God, bro. Now look,
you got right here, bro. I'm throwing them out here. These is dudes that's on the trade block for teams. You got Colin Sexton, Utah Jazz. You have Jarace Walker from Indiana Pacers.
Yep.
You got Trae Young, Atlanta Hawks. Shouldn't be on no trade. See, certain players, to me, I feel like when you're supposed to be a franchise player, this shouldn't be you on a trade block. It should always be you wanting to be traded, if it is in that situation. Alex Caruso, Chicago Bulls. Jonathan Kuminga, Golden State Warriors. Karl Anthony Towns, bro, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Told you.
Brandon Ingram. It's the availability, bro. The injuries. It's not the skill.
Yeah, it's not the skill. We all know that.
Skill, bro. It's the availability. Brandon Ingram. I can understand because they're all bought in on Zion. They're gonna deal with Zion injuries, but Brandon Ingram, you don't have the hype that Zion has to deal with yours. So they're gonna give him a new.
No, just think about it, bro. It's not that easy to think about. He's the number one pick. You're the number two pick. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You feel me?
Jonathan, look, both of their backcourts, bro. Full backcourt. You want to trade it. DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. Just get rid of both of them. Our starting guard.
I ain't going front.
You got Michael. Michael. Let me say how they like to. Michael, I just say Michael nigga in the streets. Michael Bridges from Brooklyn Nets. He on the trade block.
Brooklyn said they wasn't getting rid of him. Ain't that a bitch?
He on there, and then the number one on the trade block, Kevin Durant.
Hey yo, I ain't going front. If I'm Genie Bus, I'm going to Brown like, yo, listen, where you want to leave and go to? Da.
We tried. We failed.
Listen, I've been, but my ultimate goal, bro, I'm trying to get Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young over here with Anthony Davis.
I need some youth. I need some youth with my youthful star. Yeah.
Can Clutch Sports do me a solid like I've been doing y'all solid for the last 6 years? I need one of them stars over there, Brown. We're going to accommodate you. Of course, you want us to sign. We'll sign the max extension, then trade you. Whatever you want. You want us to draft Brown and draft Brown and trade him over there too? We'll do that. But we can't be fucking around like this. We can't be fucking around like this, dude. And this is what I'm telling people. Like, bro, if I see the NBA landscape, bro, what the fuck you think Jeannie Buss see? And she talks to these motherfuckers every day. You feel me? She know who's available, who want to go where. The owners know this shit, bro. They know this shit.
Bro,
how the fuck can I make this happen?
And you know what? This is my big problem, bro. This is my big problem with your boy LeBron. He acts like he gave so much to the game. But to me, out of everybody that then came through the NBA, you the one that took the most from it and then abused your power. that the NBA have bestowed on you. You took more from the game than you gave to it, bro. What you want to say LeBron gave to the game? Player empowerment? How did that work for the NBA? It damn near broke it. Lost ratings, lost money. Come on now. Some people don't know how to wield power. It's his reason. All the turmoil that's going on in the league, bro, it's his fault.
Listen, man.
Who you think Phoenix gonna fall on? Who you think Phoenix gonna fall on? Who you think the Phoenix Suns gonna fall on? I think KD's out of there. KD and Kawhi are two of the top superstars that are champion MVPs, and they did the most damage to their own career.
I think they're gonna try to get Bradley Beal up out of there, and it's just gonna be a matter of Bradley, where you want to go. You could, because he's the only player in the NBA with a no trade clause.
You think Bradley can see himself in Dallas?
Absolutely. No.
Ain't enough ball. Ain't enough shot clock, and ain't enough basketball.
You see, like that's like him coming into the same situation in Phoenix again.
I'm a big real. What I think in Dallas, they don't need another scorer, right? Luka and Kyrie is enough. But I'm gonna tell you what I have noticed, and something you said to me, bro. Every great championship team has had a solid point guard. Something that Luka ain't a point guard, Kyrie ain't a point guard. Those niggas are scorers in their heart. Those niggas are shooting guards.
Bro, I just
go ahead, say it.
Bro, Luka gotta come. He gotta learn to play off the ball.
Yes, sir.
That's what gotta happen with Luka Doncic. He gotta learn to play off the ball. If he learns to play off the ball, bitch, watch out. You feel me? And to say he don't know how to, but he just never been asked to. Just give Luka the ball. It's been like that since he got since he got traded to Dallas on draft night. Give Luka the ball. You feel me? But he got to work.
We got Mr. Moss stepping in the building.
Oh, yes, sir. What up, fellas?
Afternoon.
What's up with you, Moss?
What up, Trey?
But now he has to put that part of the game into his game, playing without the ball. Because too many times I see him just stand there, dribble, back down, reverse pivot, fade away to jumper. Nah, bro, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
that's not. He gotta learn.
To get you caught up, Miles, we just, hitting around the league now. The season is over, so it's off season, basically. Just saying what teams need to do, what they are not talking about, who they're not talking about, who needs to be traded, who needs to make moves, improvements and things like that.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to start here in Sacramento with my local team. They need to figure out what they're going to do with Malik Monk. Are they going to pay that dude his money, or is he going to get it somewhere else? I think he's a piece that needs to be here. He's a good backup guard. Paul George down there with the Clippers, there's been talks about him going to Philly, Orlando, Atlanta. He has a player option for $40+ million. What's going to happen there? I came in with Ronton talking about Luka Doncic, and he was spot on. And I think me and you talked about it too, Trey, about him playing off the basketball. So the defense can play him differently, and he can be more of a threat off. I'm not saying totally take the ball out your hands, but make the defense think about you in a different way. Make them guard you in multiple ways, because you're too easy to guard when it's just you trying to do everything. That doesn't win championships. Another team that crosses my mind, obviously, the Sixers are I think the Sixers, with the emergence of Tyrese Maxey and Joel, if they can get off of Tobias Harris and go get somebody that can be a consistent player on both ends of the court, I think they can make some noise. And then, as crazy as it sounds, bro, the Boston Celtics, are they gonna find a way to re-sign Derek White? I think he's a major piece to what they do. I think that a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, they had an easy run. Can they do it again?" just based off what happened in this year's postseason. And then, of course, here's my last point is Milwaukee. I mean, what did they do, right? I mean, so there's a lot of questions around the league, bro. OKC has a lot of cap space, a lot of young talent, draft picks. I think they can bring
let's
somebody
stay
on
right
board.
there, bro. What you said, what you brought up with Milwaukee, because right, they got a nasty taste in their mouth because they just seen someone that they let go win a championship, and they got so much, like, it's going to be so many discussions. Doc Rivers, Damian Lillard, you know what I mean? Giannis, if he wants to stay, if he made the right decision, who he supports, his mind frame as a leader.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions there. You know, obviously Doc as the coach, Giannis as the best player, and then what do they do with Dame? You know, is Dame the right second fiddle? Is he the right Batman or Robin? You know, to Giannis, and then two, we can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's up there in age. He's injury prone. They have to retool. And you said it best, bro. How in the hell, if you're Milwaukee, you know, do you let Boston get their hands on Drew Holiday? And I think looking back on it, I think Milwaukee would have played their cards differently and probably would have kept Drew, you know, looking back on it.
You don't trade. Look at
Right.
Popovich. You look at the genius of Popovich. Kawhi, I'm not trading you in this conference.
Right.
They didn't. They traded him to Portland. Remember, they traded Drew to Portland. They sent him to the West. They traded Drew to Portland. Boston got Drew from Portland, fellas. They didn't get him from Milwaukee. Hell no. Nah. Milwaukee sent him to Portland. Portland ended up turning around trading him to Boston.
But Ronton, Boston, Milwaukee should have known who they were going. Listen, my bad, Trevon. Milwaukee should have known the Blazers situation and knew that he wasn't going to stay there, bro, because the Blazers were rebuilding and they were still scrambling to kind of do what they were doing. So they were
trying to compromise for Dame Lillard. They was going to do
exactly. So
that's what it was.
Look,
that was the Dame Lillard effect.
Drew and Dame was not going to be on the court at the same time. They do not go together.
Nah, but let me ask you a question, Masker. You said something at the beginning of your take that was very interesting.
Okay.
How much money y'all think Malik Monk worth? Not trying to count his pocket, but if you're a GM, how much money would you be willing to give Malik Monk and for how many years?
Well, I mean,
what should he be asking for?
25 plus a year. I mean,
25. Okay.
Listen, bro, my Rockets paid Fred 40 with a third-year team option. So I think the same thing that Fred got, I think Malik needs to get. Because for what Malik means to the Kings, when Darren goes to the bench, his playmaking, his scoring, his leadership, bro, like, I mean, he deserves 30 plus.
So we starting at 25.
We starting at 30.
Okay.
Bro,
okay.
Fred
What you think about,
like, yo, if you tell me based off of Fred VanVleet getting 40 with your Rockets, I'll go for that.
Yeah,
I'll go for that.
What you think about the Jimmy Butler situation that just popped up with Miami? Him wanting a 2-year max extension, and that round him off to 4 years in Miami, $214 million. But you got Pat Riley, who we both know from the old school, and he's going to look at it in a logical both sense, in basketball aspirations and business. He's bringing up availability.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And all type of things like with Jimmy. I don't think it's about winning a championship. Jimmy took y'all to 2 finals, bubble and outside the bubble. It's more on if Jimmy is available. And also, I want to know how serious is Jimmy on winning a championship? Because, bro, you got to have some available money.
I don't think Pat Riley is Jimmy's. I don't think Jimmy Butler is Pat Riley's biggest fan right now. I think there's a few there, and Pat's been kind of like saying little things here and there. I don't think he likes the way Jimmy goes about certain things. He respects him as the best player on the team, but I think, you know, Pat Riley, to me, like, he's like an all business, no nonsense type of guy. And so, like you said, you use the word logic and not emotion. And so, listen, can we win with you or not? Point, period, blank. Are you available or are you not? Like, there's no fucking black and white or cut and dry areas here. And so, if I'm Miami, bro, I'm looking to rebuild. He can go.
You letting him go, Maz?
Yeah, because you can't win with the guy. Listen, they're not going to be Boston. They're not going to listen. Moving forward, no, they're just not.
What if they bring in Spidey Mitchell or Trey Young? Just some type of, another perimeter scorer, because we know Jimmy is not a perimeter guy like that.
Nah, I agree with Mass. Jimmy and Bam ain't gonna beat nobody. But if you got Jimmy, Bam, and maybe, like you said, a Spidey Mitchell.
Yeah, but you're giving up shooting though. I mean, you probably got to give up Duncan and Tyler and some other guys and some of your good young pieces. Listen, I don't think Spider Mitch is a winning player like that. I think he's good. I know Trey Young ain't no goddamn winning player like that. I don't know, man. I mean, you could do that and take your shot, because at least worst case is you'll be in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Your team gets hurt and you get to another finals, and then you see what happens. So,
but wouldn't that be a good thing, right? For right now, whereas it's not too many moves, right? But you just want to be right there for that hope, just that chance. You want to be in the run.
Yeah. I mean, based off that right there, yeah, do it. I mean, bring in Spidey, bring in a I don't know the contract situation.
But, hey, I feel you. I think they can say goodbye to Jimmy, because it's the same guy that let go of Dwayne Wade.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Exactly. Good point.
So I don't know what's up with New York, man. Who New York do Paul George need to change coaches? Do Paul George need to go to New York? I can see Paul George making a splash over there with the Knicks with Jalen Brown. I could see that working, bro.
If they can get off of Julius Randle,
yes,
and fucking bring in Paul George in that market, and Paul George don't have to be the best player. He can just, but I don't like Paul George's mentality, bro. I never had, never will. He's a player who has no accountability, and when he loses, it's always blaming somebody else. And so
you don't think Jalen Brunson can kind of, like, just off of what you've seen, right? Because I know we had our conversation on Jalen Brunson. I know he surprised you a little bit, and we had our discussion on the Philly series. But I know what happened to Joel too as well.
Right.
I'm not a fool, but still at the end of the day, like you said, it was defensive schemes they could have used to shut them down, and they didn't do it. That goes into the coaching too. But I believe that from what I seen Paul George able to do with Russell Westbrook, I think Jalen Brunson is way more point guard, like way more of a better point guard, and plays the game better, controls the game better than Russ.
No. He does do all those things better than Rush right now, but it's Paul George's mentality. It's his body language. It's him. I don't think if you're a team that wants to win or go further or make your team better, I don't think Paul George is the guy that you bring in. He is what he is. He's proven. I mean, like, he's shown you who he is. You know what I'm saying? And so if I'm the Knicks, let me tell you right now, the Knicks are hot right now because they're winning. Yes. It's a hot. We know the market New York is, and so if you're the Knicks, don't waste this moment and bring in no fucking Paul George. Like, go get somebody else, bro, who can really help you. Even if it's young talent, I don't care. A couple pieces, right? So Trey, why go get one big fish, right? Who is okay
on his way out the league, probably. Too.
Yes, I can go get 2 or 3 small fishes that can impact the game in more ways. That's what I would do.
I gotta get you on this one. I gotta ask you. What the hell is the Lakers' direction, bro? You know me and Ron gotta know.
Oh man. Well, it's right now. The direction is
what's their biggest focus? A coach, LeBron James is their biggest focus. A coach, LeBron James, or the draft.
Well, their biggest focus right now is, and it's sad I'm saying this shit about a Lakers franchise, it's fucking keeping LeBron James happy, bro. And that's so pathetic. It's keeping him happy.
I know you are a big, but I know you like me, bro. To hell with this man demands.
Correct. Yes, correct.
All right. No. Okay, I agree with you, right? No, I agree with you, Mass. Like, you know how we all feel about this situation. We all pretty much feel the same way. You feel me? But what I'm saying, right? Listen, they went and got Bob Hurley, right? I mean, Dan Hurley. Or Bob Hurley, whatever the Hurley, but they went after him. They said the plan was to give him a long-term contract where he can rebuild and put down a culture. You feel me?
Yep.
That don't run parallel to what LeBron James want to do. You feel me?
No, it
So if the Lakers, if their actions were to go get this type of coach and put this game plan down, I think they kind of know it's the end of the road with LeBron James, because they know LeBron ain't going for no shit like that. You feel me? Like, he ain't about the what culture, bitch. He gonna be like, bitch, I am the culture. Y'all talk about changing this, and then y'all talk about somebody who can build and give younger players, you know what I mean, grow with younger players. Man, that don't include LeBron.
The Lakers asked for this, bro.
Yep, they sure did.
Jeannie Buss told her, so I think something that no one pays attention to, right? All the success, all the Magic Johnson talk, all of the Kobe and Shaq, and even after Kobe and Shaq, that really wasn't Jeannie having nothing to do with any of that. Everything she has to do with the Lakers is LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond, and shit like that.
All right, right. But you look at it like this too. Like I said, look at the landscape, y'all. Look, like, you got to look at the overall landscape of the NBA. They just showed you what it was in the NBA. You got a team like Boston that just won it, who 2 stars are both under 26.
Man, Boston is rev right now to go 3 final trips. They rev to go 3 final trips in a row.
Think about this. Think about this. Luka Doncic ain't even 25 yet. Look who's in the Western Conference Finals. Shea Gilgeous ain't even, he 25. You feel me? And then you got Ant-Man, who younger than them all. And that's not even, listen, bro, that's not even
don't forget about that boy. Don't forget about that boy.
Listen. That's not even saying Jokic in them name, Joker in them name. And then, like I keep telling everybody, the real boogeyman stayed down in Memphis. That's the real boogeyman. You feel me? That people keep fronting that nigga's the real boogeyman.
No, he
like he, man, oh shit.
Hey, Miles, what you say? No,
what shit me, man? Hey, yo, man, yeah, Ja, bro, Ja, he the boogeyman. Hey, yo, think about it. Hey, yo, think see, like we forget because it be out of sight, out of mind.
I'm not gonna lie. That dude
think about the trajectory. Think about the trajectory Ja was on before that gun shit happened and he hurt his shoulder. Think about the trajectory he was on. Like, people forget it didn't, like, Desmond Bain, dumb and young. They got Jared Jackson, and then they just found out about this kid Gigi Jackson because everybody was hurt this year. That they might have a future star.
Which franchise is ahead? Is Sacramento ahead of Memphis, or is Memphis ahead just off of Ja Morant?
I think Sac might be a little ahead of them because they got 2 proven stars. And De'Aaron, I don't care what nobody say, De'Aaron Fox is an all-star to me.
I got
you feel me? Like,
Memphis De'Aaron is for sure all-star. It's just too much.
And Sabonis is all NBA. You feel me? So it's like they might be a little ahead of the curve, but I think Ja Morant is a better talent than both of them. But he just don't got that second. Memphis don't got that secondary. Because I don't care what nobody say. Jared Jackson is a one-trick pony. And Desmond Bain, like anybody, like, come on, you are 2 guard in the NBA, you should be able to average 22 points on the bad team when you get all the shots. So, like, I'm not impressed with nothing else but except for that boy Gigi Jackson. I'm impressed with him. I like that young boy. He for sure will.
I know you really get to see Sacramento. I think they're the overall better team.
Their rosters are comparable. What makes Memphis stand out is they got more of a defensive principle on that roster. They have a guy in Darren who's always in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, and so they're more of a 3 team. I think both teams can score the basketball. Both teams got dynamic point guards. Sabonis, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain. I mean, listen, it's a wash. But defensively, Memphis is fucking years ahead, and so I'm gonna go with Memphis just because they're more of a 2-way team. They can play offense and defense.
Okay.
I like that. They definitely edge them out in defensive category. And you know what's crazy about that, Miles? Mike Brown is Sacramento coach.
Let me ask both of y'all something, because it really wasn't spoke of. And this player, he's probably, a little old school, or at least know what the old school has done and don't want to go away from that. He want to look like them. Do you think that Jamal Murray injury that he went through with his calf had anything to do, and that they're still a contender to where they can go to the finals?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like he was hobbled, but we're not using that as no excuse. But we got to look at the reality of it. If a player is only able to perform at 80% and he needs to be performing at 95% or better to win this matchup, that's a disadvantage for him. I don't care what player it is, but it's just the facts. You feel me? Just the facts. No excuses. Just the facts. I think that had a lot to do with it.
They just not bringing it up. You know, everybody like,
right. As they should not. As they should not. He got out there and he played. You feel me? He got out there. He definitely got out there and played. So I don't want to hear nothing. But I mean, and the reality of it, that's like, yeah, I know they wasn't going to be able to get what they needed out of him.
So Denver's still a challenge for you, Miles?
Oh yeah, don't let
that's if they sign KCP back. And like if they got their core with Jokic and KCP and Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray, I absolutely believe so.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Miles. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good, bro. Yeah, I think Denver's gonna still be right there. I think that game 7, they're up 20 points. I thought it was a wrap. And listen, I mean, Minnesota went on a crazy, unprecedented run in the second half. I think Denver know what they did wrong. And no, yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, I think Denver's going to be right there. They're going to tweak a few things, and yeah, they're fine. Yeah, listen.
So the Savages that I know y'all are, and y'all kind of can see, like next season how to play out. It's going to be some shocking teams, probably. It's always like that in sports. Teams that's winning games that you didn't think they were going to win, just like OKC. No one thought – we knew they were good, but I didn't believe they'd be in the top 3. I at least thought they'd be in the top, like, 6, 5, something like that for sure.
Mass Houston team.
So who y'all believe is the teams to watch out for? We know who
Houston.
Houston, New York, I say Sacramento. I also say I'm throwing in watch out because I don't think they're there yet. Minnesota. That was a coming out party for me.
Yeah, a team I like, bro. 2 teams sound to me, and they're both out east. Is Orlando and Indiana.
And the Indiana Pacers.
I think that Pacers and Orlando.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can tell me. What the hell do Indiana need? Because it ain't just what they got now. Tyler Burton, he ain't that guy. Like, it's just going to carry you all the way. They need another person. You know what? Paul George, go home. Go back to Indiana.
I'll tell you what the Pacers need, bro. And for me, it's simple. It's fucking 2 things. Slow the fuck down because you out of control pace-wise. You play too fast. I know that sounds crazy. And then second is they need a 2 guard, who can be beside.
I was just about to say, what about Jimmy Butler?
Hey, look, Jimmy Butler, he can find himself there, but look, Paul George, go home. I'm not saying that because I know what Ma said. It's not a championship, but it's a start to a build on what y'all will need in the future. Jimmy Butler goes there, that'll be cool. They will be a way more contender. With Paul George, there'll be a way more contender with Paul George. Jimmy Butler will be good too, but Paul George has a connection to Indiana.
Yeah, and also too, didn't Bruce Brown get hurt this season? So
yeah,
he's signed there. So because I think he signed like a 2 or 3 year deal there. So
yeah, he's 3-year deal if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so him being healthy because he's a guy who just does everything good, not well, but just good. And then if they can pull another move off and go get a 2 guard next to Tyrese, then now Paul George could be the guy. Even though I'm not a big fan of his, Jimmy Butler, go get if you can go get a Malik Monk. If the King,
tell me about your boy KD, bro. I gotta. Hey,
the son.
I'm gonna keep it real. Nobody else, nobody in the league, no players. Every decision KD has made has destroyed not destroyed, but has put a dent in his legacy. And I hate it because I'm a big KD. Man, I thought KD was better than LeBron from the get-go. I hate the decisions that he make. Whoever is in his team, they
Right.
are yes men.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I mean, the end is here for Kevin Durant. He can still be a productive 25 plus scorer, put up great numbers, but it has no impact on winning whatsoever. If KD is going to win ever again, he's going to have to just be like the third option, who just score the basketball.
I thought I
Can't
never
be
say
relying
this.
on.
Hey,
I
I'm
thought
t-
I never say this. I wanted
hey,
to
yo,
save.
Nas.
Hey, I wanted to save KD career, right? And I wanted him to do the Kobe thing, win without Steph. But I never thought I'd come back to say this. I wish he never left Golden State, bro. I wish he said to hell with it, bro. To hell with what y'all think about my rings. I'm not leaving.
Hey, yo, but Nas, this the one thing that I would say about KD though, right? And I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan, right? He has got to be by far the easiest plug and play player into any goddamn system that you
Oh
want.
yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
because he does he I think he prefers to be the beta male, the B personality. He prefers that. You feel me? Like he don't care about leading the team and this and that, da da da. But I got these great 27 points for you. And guess what? I'm only gonna need like 15 shots to get it on most nights. You feel me? So like I can could you imagine? You just listen, imagine taking OG Anobi out of New York and dropping Kevin Durant there. Or imagine taking let's see, let's go somewhere. Who else was a contender? Uh who else? Who made the conference finals? It was Boston. Even though imagine him imagine dropping him in Philly. Imagine just like you can plug it. Imagine dropping him back in Golden State. Imagine getting rid of Harrison Barnes and them and dropping him in Sacramento.
KD is one of the most dispensable like players like ever. You can just put him on any team. It doesn't matter.
Anything because it's going to be consistent in what he's great at, scoring efficiently.
The only thing I don't like with KD, right? Out of all the great players, and LeBron, he has this this curse too. They don't reach the goals that they supposed to, like KD more, but LeBron too. Like they don't reach their goals once they're on a certain team. KD has been on 4 so-called super teams for sure, Golden State, but after that, three more.
Hey yo, I like this might be an unpopular opinion, but if you ask me, if the Brooklyn Nets just stuck to the script and it's KD and Kyrie and everything, just say in the perfect world, none of that bullshit that went on with Kyrie and none of you know what I mean, the perfect world. If they just stuck with KD and Kyrie and kept Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, I believe that they would have won a championship, bro. With Joe Harris and the boys, I believe they what?
What? Look, I'm gonna let y'all see this. Y'all see the comment right there. I'm gonna let Ron and Miles answer that. He said, "Hey Trey, is KD better than Tim Duncan, fam?"
Hell no, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I might be wrong, but I fucking doubt it. I mean, hell no. What are you talking about?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right because Tim Duncan does not have the skill set that KD has, and he has 5 championship banners, bro. You are not
Hey,
wrong.
yo, and he might be just as an efficient scorer as KD, meaning he gonna get his on his shots. Da da da. Now he don't shoot the 3 like KD and all that, but he's efficient because Tim can get in his bag in that block. And oh my god,
Hey, and that's what I'm saying. When you look at Tim, that's a 2-way player right there, bro. That's both ends. He's gonna get you on offense and he's gonna play defense. Not like that. I'm not taking nothing away. This is what make KD look even worse. You are blessed way more than Tim Duncan in skill wise and what you're able to do on the court, and he's gotten more done. That's how I look at it. That's how I compare LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. You are blessed by God in all type of athletic ways, bro. The height, the muscle, the body that you came in from high school, but you did not get more done. So how can I say you're better? No, it's your thinking. It's when you're taking the challenge. KD is one of those players that's nice, just like in the finals. Them last games against Golden State when he was with OKC. it's a couple shots that Russ was taking that he shouldn't have took. It's not saying that it would have changed anything, but I would have liked. I would have liked to see KD come at Russ respectfully, but at the same time as a leader, like, hey, bro, you know I'm the MVP. Give me the fucking ball. Stop taking my shots, nigga. Like KD has this leader problem. He always wants to just play ball. He says, you know, KD has also came in. He confused you guys, but he don't confuse me. He says, I don't care about being the best player and the GOAT and all this. Then he says, well, I'm not in the conversation. Then he says, you know, when he first won his championship, he thought he was going to get the love LeBron said. KD don't know what he wants because all the moves that he does, he thinks that he's going to get a certain reaction. And when he don't get it, he backtracks. KD is one of those dudes that he's your best agent. He's 007 without 007's brain, without 007's free will. You feel me? He's your best assassin, but he don't know how to, what's the word?
He has to be programmed.
Yeah, he don't know how to do something just out of nowhere. When the system goes wrong, when the system fell, he don't know what to just come up with on his own, how to just take over and say, you know what, fuck the plan. I'm coming up with this. That's a real leader. You want someone like that. That's Michael Jordan. That's Magic Johnson. That's Larry Bird. That's these dudes. That's Isaiah Thomas. That's these dudes who done it. They're, hey, you know what? Oh, man, what was that? I know what the coach said, but fuck that. You seen what they was on it. I had to come with an audible. That's that Peyton Manning. That's that Tom Brady. And that's what KD lacks to really get him in that conversation, period. Don't matter if you're the number one. He lacks that, so he's not in that conversation.
But I don't think you can compare the greatest power forward of all time to like the number 5 or 6 greatest small forward of all time. You can't compare those two. That's not even fair.
I mean, yeah, it's not fair. But when you look at it, as when you start breaking down, right, you can look at it and say all of the talents KD, because KD can play power forward or small forward or center on certain teams, right? But the thing is, when you saying just the power of that player. Right, just go on that, Ron. Just the impact of that player, right? Tim Duncan impact is more powerful just off of the results, I'ma say. And it's not what you say. Go ahead, bro.
Absolutely. Tim Duncan was the system.
Yes. So and look, and shouldn't KD be the system? But even when he was OKC, he wasn't the system. You feel me? They say something about Draymond, they say something about Steph being the system, but not KD. KD was just
I'm gonna tell you, KD, I'm like KD, I'm gonna look at it like this. Let's look at it in the car world, right? KD is an alternator, right? He's a fucking alternator. Like you need your car, you need this to run in your car. So it's a very important piece. He's an alternator. But what is special about him? This motherfucker he could fit in a Bentley. He could fit in a Ferrari. He could fit in a Honda. He could fit in a Jag. He could fit in a Cadillac. He could fit in a fucking Porsche. He could fit in a Mercedes. This one alternator. Ain't no other alternator like this in the world, yo. You can take this motherfucking alternator and put this bitch in any car, and it's going to perform the exact same way in every car. That's how special KD is.
Yeah, he's special, but that's that. And that's why I say it kills me, bro, because we have so much of that in the league, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like for KD, right? KD never had to figure it out.
Right.
Stop me if I'm wrong, bro. KD never had to figure it out, bro. And what I mean is,
he had to, but he left that situation.
Yeah, he figured it out to get to the finals, right? He went there with
he had to in OKC.
But he never had to figure out to actually win it all. He went to a team that won it all already in Golden State. They already knew this. And then he went and tried to pull a LeBron James. Let's be real. LeBron went and figured it out in Miami. He learned the secret code and then took it somewhere and was successful. KD tried that, but it's something that he's missing, bro.
Hey, yo, it's like he had his own puzzle, but he put his puzzle away and when they took the pieces that fit to the Golden State puzzle.
Me and you over here, You already got me. We playing chess, me and you. You got me. I don't got nothing but my king. Now KD said you get an important phone call. KD say, let me finish the game for you. I mean, you never had to beat me. You never beat me. Ron T got me in the corner. How can you blow this?
Right. You can't blow it. You can't blow it. All you gotta do is go there and
And that's
beat
my thing. When KD has to sit down, start the chess game by himself, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So I will that trumps Tim Duncan over him. Tim Duncan has multiply, and we know he has not been back-to-back champions ever, but he has figured out somehow on that chess piece to get himself back to the finals and win most of the time that he makes it.
And listen, and hold on. And not only did he do that, he did it in 3 different eras, bro. He did it in the 90s and 99 when they won it.
And
You
it's
know me, he
hard.
did it
That's
in the
why it's hard for me to
2000s,
put anybody
and he
but
did it in 2010s.
I for sure got Kobe ahead of Tim, but Tim is right
Yeah.
there by Kobe. You feel me? Like he right there. So it's hard, bro. When you look at a KD and you look at what he had, KD and look, this is what you give Tim Duncan over KD, right? With the same team, not changing too many things, he went right back to the finals and won 5. KD can't never say that, bro. You don't run it back. A team fails, you want to trade, you want to leave, you want a new play. Like, come on, bro. It's so many
Them
things.
niggas drafted Kawhi out of San Diego State.
Yeah,
They drafted Kawhi.
it's like your parents raise you right, but they can't take fault. They can't take fault in the decisions you make when you're grown. You're grown now. You out on your own. You doing it your own. I raised you right. You're making these decisions. That's KD, bro. To me, at the end of the day, KD, you had everything at your will to be in the top 10. You should be in the top 10. We should not be talking about KD at this time in his career as a top 15, top 20, top 25. That nigga supposed to be in the top 10, and he's not.
Agree with that. Yep, I agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie. That's how much respect. That's how much of I know this nigga on that level that I'm mad at him. That nigga, you should be in the top 10. You were supposed to replace Shaquille. You were supposed to replace somebody in there.
Hey, yo, that's why I tell people when people be like, they like to go by the numbers, and I'm like, man, listen, men lie, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, but they will mislead you. I said, if you look at his numbers, you will say, yeah. I said, but you're not looking at the whole spectrum of him as a player. You're just looking at his numbers.
You know where he's gonna go to? You know where he's gonna go to, Miles Ron? Let me know if y'all disagree, bro. He's gonna be in that great player Hall of Fame in the boat with Charles Barkley and Carmelo.
I mean, I think the titles put him in a different class than them, but he definitely don't go in that Kobe, MJ, LeBron, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan.
You got those titles, but look at how, and this is what I'm saying. The world feels, and it's crazy. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it's the truth. The world hates KD rings more than LeBron's.
Yeah,
they probably do. But I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that validate the rings is that he got the Finals MVP in both of them shits. You feel me? So like that kind of validate the rings for me. You feel me? Like it'd be crazy if he went over there and then Clay won the Finals MVP and then Steph won the Finals MVP and he just got the rings. Nah, he went over there and he got both of them final MVPs. So that kind of, even though it was a sucker move, but y'all agree with, but it kind of validates the rings to me because he got the Finals MVP. Just to me.
I think what made LeBron rings, and I ain't saying with us, like but with the majority, right? Other people, the people who fell for it, was that he won somewhere else. And that's what's messing with KD. That he's so great, we will believe the hype. Everybody would have went with it and said, oh yeah, he got those championships no matter what with OKC. But he couldn't win nowhere else. If he won somewhere else, he'll get the credit way more for those championships. In Golden State, he will get way more credit if he can just win one. He don't have to win multiple. He just has to win one, just like Steph did, and he should have won it before. It's kind of like Kobe and Shaq. Shaq won his championship before Kobe, and it was bad on Kobe after that, and that that drove Kobe insane to where he went 3 times to the finals and came out with 2. I'm mad because KD, that should have drove him even more insane that Steph got another one. Golden State got another one without me. And when you left, KD, it's recorded that you said the Golden State era is over. So, yeah, man, at the end of the day, KD is a great player, bro. But it's something he lacks. It's something he hasn't tapped into yet. It's something he hasn't tried to learn to do yet on his own. And if he would have went through that, he would have been way greater and looked at no talk down. That Golden State talk they would have came with, that Golden State talk, that would have been over. Over immediately. No one will hold that Golden State to him. If KD won one championship away from Golden State, it would have been over, bro. Just like LeBron. And not us. We still know, like, we not saying we hold it. Yeah, you won the championship. You have to beat the team because we also seen Dirk beat that same team. Yes, you have to win. So, but when LeBron won that championship away from Miami in Cleveland, that took a little bit of the asterisk off of his championships in Miami. A little bit. It's still there, but it took a little bit off. And when Kobe, it was the same with Kobe. When Shaq won with Miami before Kobe, yeah, boy, they was on Kobe. Yeah, Lakers made a big mistake. Kobe, yeah, right. He's not a franchise. That drove Kobe to perfection. To his perfection. That drove the Black Mamba to come out. And that drove him to 3 final trips, 2 wins. I'm looking for KD to be mad. Once he should have already been driven to win one without them because of the rumors. But once he seen Golden State win, also Steph Curry coming in, I believe that same season or in the next season, blistering them with the 3-point, breaking the record, like that should have drove him to just go insane and say, I won't rest until I win a championship. And KD's just been making the same mistake, bro. He's been damaging his own legacy. No one else. Yeah, Shaq won in Miami before Kobe, bro. And they was on Kobe out here, bro. The media was on Kobe heavy. Bro, like, yeah, y'all should have kept Shaq and all that. That drove him insane. They had conversations. Even Shaq said it. When Shaq won, you see what he did? He come out with the song, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. Kobe, all that. Kobe seen that too. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, oh yeah. And Kobe told him, he said, how you think I felt? He asked Kobe to his face, how you think I felt, Kobe, when you won those 2 championships and went to the final 3 times? He said, oh, I know you was mad. Shaq said, I tore the whole house up.
Tore it down.
Tore it down. Everybody get the hell out of here. Leave now. This nigga, he's better. They're going to say he's better than. That's the competition. That's the competition, and that's why I say KD lacks something. I don't know if it's competition he lacks. I don't know if it's leadership he lacks. I don't know if it's hunger, refusal to lose. I need to see that Triple H mentality. Yeah, I'm going to wrestling. Triple H was infested with the championship. That nigga hated when he didn't have it. He didn't care what he had to do to get it. Nigga, that's supposed to be on me.
Hey, yo, that's crazy because out of all them niggas, that's my man, son. The games.
The game, bro. Hey, you know I'm not lying. Look, I'm a Stone Cold, The Rock fan, bro. Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm gonna let y'all know my all-time favorite is Bret the Hitman Hart. That's what I grew up off of. Straight up.
You gotta be. Come on, I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be.
Hey, when I seen, that's the hunger though I want to see though. You feel me? Even Triple H, even though people say it's scripted, right? You still got to have a hunger and want to be the best in wrestling. You got to come with a beret of moves. You got to make the fans love you, your catchphrases. That man was crazed over that championship. He didn't care if he had the low blow Stone Cold. He didn't have to care if he had to cheat. But I'm going to get this championship. Y'all can hate me all y'all want. I got it.
Hey, yo, I swear to God, And that nigga reminded me of my mom, because you know how black families is raised. You know, nothing against no other culture, but you know, in our family, it might not be the right way, but I was raised, nigga, you hit first and you don't hit last. You feel me?
Yeah,
If somebody call, listen. And then this is my mom thing. And if it's somebody you can't whoop, you better go grab that hammer and bust them upside their
hey,
motherfucking head.
facts, bro. Look, if they keep beating you up, get you
You
an
better come
advantage.
get this hammer.
Mason, whatever you gotta do, bro. Throw some dirt in
Whatever
their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta win. Look, you may not like the way I went. Hey man, they said you hit him. They said you bit him. I did. I had to win though. I had to win though, bro. No matter, y'all not taking the look. It's like your lawyer tell you, right, Ron? You know me and you know this. Look, we can beat this case, but if we don't, it's you who gonna do the time.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact, nigga. I might gouge your eyes out, motherfucker. Ain't no goddamn telling.
Hey, look, don't be mad at me if it don't go the way I think it should go, because it can go either way. You gotta keep it real. You know it can go that way. And look, that's what make a nigga take that deal. You know what? Let me take that deal. You hear me with that? Let me take that deal. That's what I say. KD, he don't want to be the blame. You feel me, bro? He don't want that on him. Some dudes it's not made for it. Some dudes want to be the silent killer, bro. And we done seen that on multiple teams. KD ain't the first dude that was blessed by the God, the most high, bro, to be able to do something nobody else can do and supposed to dominate. The thing is, you have to put a little work on what God bless you with. You can't just go with that. You got to work on that.
Yo, man, I swear to God, man, I ain't never seen nobody who could shoot like that nigga, man. Like at his style, like that shit was crazy coming up out of Texas, bro.
Man, I said this Dirk. This is Dirk. This is KG. This is Tim Duncan, all mixed together.
All in one.
With a little bit of and sprinkle a little bit of Kobe and Mike on that shit.
Swear to God.
But he don't got the mind frame. It's the mind frame sometimes, bro. Sometimes you gotta have that tunnel vision. You know what I mean? Hey, I know I'm on the court with. I know I'm on the court with Russ.
He did that one time, bro. And that's the one time when I was like, yo, there you go, KD. And if you would have stayed at that moment, I don't care what the fuck you would have. That nigga, that finals when they was playing Cleveland, and that nigga took the ball and that nigga walked that bitch down court, nigga got right in front of LeBron and pulled that bitch and started talking this shit. I said, he here. I seen
it, bro. I seen it when he got the ball in the first possession, when he touched his hands in the first possession, and LeBron ran up on him, didn't stutter step, and didn't chop his steps, and the nigga slipped, and KD took off and done. I said, oh no, it's over. I knew it right there. I said, oh hell no. I said, I see the I said, I said, LeBron don't even want to stick that motherfucker.
He didn't want to guard that nigga, bro. LeBron,
he didn't want to guard the nigga, bro, because he didn't want to talk.
And what I was liking about KD in that series, that nigga KD like, nah, I got that nigga. Them niggas ain't let too many niggas. KD guarded that nigga. That's why I said, I respect them on both ends now.
I got a question for us right here. Say, where do you rank KD all time in your opinion? Right, and I'm gonna say this. I'm a honestly answer it. I don't know where he's at right now because his career is not over. But I will say this, because he can change it. He can even change how I feel right now. And how I feel, he's a top 10 player with the skills and what he was blessed with. So it's a disappointment that he's not even in there right now. So as long as KD ain't in the top 10, he ain't ranked where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's supposed to definitely go down as a top 10 player with the skill set that he had.
So I don't even
like you said, that shit might change. You feel me? That shit might change.
Because KD can win 2 championships, and I'll be like, yeah, he there now. He's there. He is number 10.
But see, like that's a weird question to me, because when I do top players, I either go by generation or I either go by position. You feel me? So I look at it, okay, if you talk about, because I don't think it's fair to compare Shaq to Michael Jordan. They played 2 different positions. They were asked to do 2 different things. You feel me?
Yeah.
Their roles were entirely different, even though they were both the main cognate in their championships. Their roles were entirely different. You feel me? So just like I don't like comparing dudes like that. I like comparing centers to centers, power forwards to power forwards, guards to guards. You
And you
feel
know
me?
where they
So
took that away? You know where they took that away with, bro? Because we come from the generation, right? All-star game, right? Best 2-point guards in the West, best 2 shooting guards in the West, best 2, small forwards. Now all this, positionless. No, it's not. I still see point guards out there. I still see shooting guard. See, when y'all say positionless, now y'all got niggas playing roles they don't supposed to even play.
that's a fact. So if I go, I'm always go Magic, the greatest point guard, Mike, the greatest guard.
Steph,
Like
it's gonna be hard for Steph to break that, bro. Because, like you said, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is with me, like, because LeBron can never topple like dudes to me, because I'm looking at the years you played and what you have, and how quick they got it in their years. Magic, 12 years, bro, 5 championships, 3 MVPs, 3 final MVPs, bro.
I get it, but like Steph, he cracked the top 10, but he don't get, like, the only person he really truly got a battle to me for that second point guard spot is Isaiah Thomas, and I think he surpassed Isaiah. So it would go Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and to me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then it would go Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird. Pick who you want at powerful. Pick who you want at your favorite power forward.
My second power forward, bro. I'm gonna be real. I'm looking at who's there, right? You got. I'm gonna go with your boy KG. Now I know what Dirk. I'm gonna go with KG for the simple fact that that both ends for me. That both ends.
Okay,
over.
And I'll take that. And I'll take KG, and then your center. To me, it only comes down to Walter Shack. Pick your poison. Which one you want? You got Kareem at the number 1 spot, and then you got Walter Shack at the number 2 spot. It's the greatest centers of all time.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. And to me, that compromises my top 10.
If I want to be nasty, I can move Jordan or Kobe to small forward and have them on the same team.
I mean, you could, like, if you wanted to, but like, to me, I think that's how the greatest should be compared. Like, when you talk, who's the greatest at the position, who's the second best at that position?
I want to get to this. I don't want to say all time, but like, when it comes to ranking these dudes, I want to say in their generation. You know what I mean? But
that's another way you can do it, by generation.
I feel like when we say who's your top 10, and it got to be like you're saying over every other player. I feel like it ain't no wrong in that. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that's the majority of who impacted your eyes. Who you watch the most really is who you're gonna say is in your top 10. Because your favorite player, who you really, really pattern yourself after, maybe your number 1. You know what I mean? And then your number 2 gonna be who else you went after, who else game you like. Like, I feel like that personal top 10 is a personal thing. But when you say who is the best, like, you gotta go generation. You gotta go generation on that, I feel like.
Right, and that's what I said. Like, and I tell people that, I said, listen, bro, I said, you can't compare this generation to that generation. I said, bro, do you know what it'd be like if Jerry West was shooting at a 3-point line? I said, bro, or Pistol Pete had a chance to play with 3-pointers. I said, bro, they didn't even play by the same rules. They didn't
even have free agency for these guys.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You can't go by statistics, because everybody's statistics is going to look different in different generations. And 90s defenses are allowed to hand check, so it made it harder for guys to score. You feel me? I'm like, this generation ain't no hand checking. It's free movement. You feel me? In this generation, the 3-point shot is evident. Like, but when you talk about Pistol Pete and Oscar Robertson and Jerry West with them killers, there was not even a 3-point shot in the league.
I give Kobe the greatest scoring season ever. The 81, the 60, before that.
Yeah.
I give him the greatest because why? That was the era of the dead ball. He played in the slowest era of a man averaging 35 or plus.
35, 5, he averaged 35, 5, and 5.
That was not supposed to happen in his era. That was not supposed to be able to happen.
Man, come on, man. Do you remember was it 11 straight games of 40 points or more?
Yeah, and that stopped because Shaq was about to start pouting.
That's a fact. He only picked up the scoring because Shaq was out, and we
And
had
that's,
like
and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Like Kobe said, and he gave it to James Harden. Look, you got to do whatever you got to do to keep your team floating. But this is not going to win a championship.
I'm trying to tell people. So like people talk about the greatest of all time. I'm like, man, Steph Curry didn't even play by the same rules Isaiah Thomas played at. You feel me? So how could you compare their stats? The rules were different. The game was different. You feel me? You can't compare. Like that's like trying to compare a Tesla to a 1929 Ford T model. You can't do that, bro. It's two different cars. You got to compare the Tesla to something in this generation.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to a car that didn't have all the advantages that the Tesla had when it came out. You feel me? Like we didn't have the advantage of the 3-point line.
And
You want to do?
I don't want to take nothing away from Steph, right? But it
Me
boggles me,
neither.
right? With the things that Steph has done, right? And I know they're gonna say when KD came over there, but LeBron has played with some premier players too. And for him, and I'm not saying he is the guy or the GOAT or anything, but just for and see, that's what I say about Kobe. It ain't about me saying Kobe is the GOAT. Kobe deserves to be in the conversation. It is an argument. You can say, well, hey, right here. And when I'm saying that, players that deserve to be in that conversation is players that dominated the league.
That's a fact. Like I tell,
Steph has dominated the league for at least 2 years. He should be in that conversation. He changed the
that,
game.
I tell people, I said to me, y'all might think I'm tripping. I said, but ever since his second championship, Kobe Bryant was the best player in the world, all the way up to 2011, bro. He was the
And
best player in the world.
you even
That's a
got
decade that he.
KD. You even got KD saying that. KD, when they coming up to him asking him, y'all put the Lakers out. He said, man, even though we put Kobe out, man, and he wasn't winning championships at a certain time, everybody still knew Kobe was the best player in the league.
Come on, bro. Come on. If you watch the Redeem Team documentary in 2008, they didn't win the Olympics till Kobe came in 2008. He was widely considered. You had LeBron James. So even if we go from 2001 when he won the second championship, we ain't even gonna count his first championship, even though he probably was.
Listen to what Larry Bird said about Michael Jordan. He said it was like we was playing God out there, but he didn't win. But Mike didn't win a championship. Sometimes the best player don't win a championship because he don't have the right team. See, it ain't just the best player. You have to have the right team around him, not the best team. The best player has to have the right team.
That's a fact.
The reason why Allen Iverson went to the finals, it wasn't because him just being one of the best players in the league, is because they put the right players, all defense around him. All players that play roles. They didn't put nobody in there that want to be a scorer like him.
Nope.
Kobe. He knew what he had to do with his Lakers. I have to put a little bit of snake in y'all. I gotta make a little mama in y'all. Go the Celtics beat us because they were more aggressive. They were more aggressive than us. You guys got timid out there. When KG busted you, Paul, you timid it up. When KG start calling you MFs and all that and saying you can't guard me, you got scared. I was the only one out there talking shit.
You heard what Kevin Garnett said. We told Kobe. He said, "Man, me, Paul Pierce, and I
don't know if you blocked out. You said him and Paul Pierce, but I know this. I know KG said he didn't know who the hell Paul Gasol was when they met up again. He said that dude was different. Sounding like on Paid in Full. I'm different. And this is another thing. LeBron gives me that Mackay Pfeiffer mentality in Paid in Full. I mean, if I ain't playing no more, is the fans gonna still love me? Yeah, they will. Your fans. But the longer you stay, the longer we gonna realize that it's not natural, bro. what you do. Sometimes you got to lead the game, LeBron, and that's a fact. You got to know when to say goodbye. All the greats know when to say goodbye. If you know you're the GOAT, right? If you know you're the best, can't nobody topple what you've done. Why are you still playing? If you know you have done things that no one else will ever do, why are you still playing? Why is it so boys to man with you? Why is it so hard to say goodbye? I don't care if you retire or not. Leave the Lakers. I'm ready to see my squad do better. So at the end of the day, it's a little roundup of what we think going on in the league, who needs to make moves, who's not making moves, who's going to be stuck at a standstill, stuck on stupid. The Lakers for sure are going to be stuck on stupid, stuck in a standstill, nothing changing over there. So, hit the like button, man, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you think, man. I love your thoughts. I love the bickering. See what you think. See if I agree. Whatever it is, let me know. Appreciate Ron, Maz coming through. Also, subscribers in the chat, people who listeners, I appreciate it. I'll get with you next time. We'll be up in here talking about your favorite team or your most hated team. It don't matter. Or your favorite player or your most hated player. We're going to get to it. Whatever needs to be talked about, we're going to talk about it. I'm not leaving no stone unturned, no corner looked at. I'm looking at everything, bro. Nobody is exempt from getting their ass talked about. Ain't nobody exempt from getting flowers neither. Holla at me.